Hi, ho everyone. My name's Mr. Fruit, and welcome back to the GG Over Easy podcast, episode 103. And in today's episode,
106. Just kidding.
Well, you'll understand that
To
in a
keep the
second.
continuity.
Yeah, you'll understand that. We talk about New World because Rob and I have been no-lifing it, and I now understand what it's like to grind an MMO and how addicted I can become.
What do you mean I've only been playing MMOs for the past 3 days?
The new Nintendo Direct and some totally not controversial things revealed, especially things surrounding the Mario movie that everyone was totally on board for. Some question and answers, and of course, as always, in between we ramble as we do. That's the GG Over Easy podcast. Thank you for listening and or watching wherever you do those things, unless someone pirates these or something. I mean, I'm flattered,
there is a market for that.
It's all free.
There is a market. I saw it.
It's out there.
I'm ahead of it.
And with that said, yeah, let's get into it. Pardon your regularly scheduled podcast listening for this short ad break.
When is the last time you got rewarded for brushing your teeth? And I'm not talking about 1 in 4 dentists saying you did well brushing your teeth. With Quip's smart electric toothbrush, good habits can earn you great perks like free products, gift cards, and more. You've probably heard us talk about Quip a million times, but there's something brand new that rewards you and your mouth. The Quip Smart Brush is for adult and kids. Connects to the Quip app with Bluetooth. You track when and how well you brush your teeth, get tips and coaching on how to improve your habits, earn points for daily brushing, and bonus points for completing challenges like streaks. I love my Quip toothbrush, and getting rewards for something I do on the daily is a no-brainer for me. Redeem for rewards like free products, gift cards, and discounts from Quip and partners. Start getting rewards for brushing your teeth today. Go to getquip.com/GG right now to save $10 off a smart electric toothbrush. That's $10 off a smart electric toothbrush at getquip.com/GG. Spell GETQUIP.com/GG. Quip, the good habits company.
Hi, ho everyone. My name's Mr. Fruit, and welcome back to the GG Over Easy podcast, episode 103.
69.
Oh, we missed
Hey, if you use your imagination.
Long gone. It's because we're...
What are we at? 106? 106 in Park?
Yo,
what do we just said the number? Like,
No, I know. But I was opening up my OBS and starting my stream, so or not stream, but recording, so I could do the early upload.
But you think we skipped that many episodes?
Well, I just don't. I'm gonna be honest. This week has been insane, and it's just kind of everything's a blur.
103. It's 103.
103 in Park.
Couple weeks.
103 in Park.
But we're here. We're back. More gamery than ever.
Oh, okay. I need to admit something to you guys before we get into it. Okay, I have been in an MMO hole, which means I have had no time to eat any asparagus. So
you didn't even order it last night?
No. Where am I gonna order asparagus
Literally, you're the one that's like, I'm gonna order from Chili's and get their asparagus.
Yeah, but then like I got way distracted with more dungeons and stuff, where to the point where I was like, oh shit, it's like 7 o'clock and I haven't eaten all day.
You know what? This is for you boys for finally getting into a proper MMO.
Hey.
Yeah,
is that another bubbly?
It's sparkling water.
Okay.
A bubbly?
It's a bubbly. Yes, it's
what flavor?
Today.
Citrus?
Today, Mr. Hey, yo, chill, dude. What are you doing in my room?
What can I?
Yeah, it is the
Watermelon.
Come on.
What's it called?
You're drinking a Dr. Pepper and you said it was sparkling water, huh?
Yeah, he's like, oh, come on.
I don't want to look at the thing. It's orange.
Yeah.
It's the orange.
Yeah, that's Claire's favorite. That's why I just assumed. I just guessed that because Claire's... She's tried the other flavors, but...
I didn't want to look stupid if it was called citrus.
Oh.
So I just called it orange.
Orange, citrus,
orange.
Tomato,
but it is
tomato.
orange. We're lucky. Well, okay, so you know which one actually fucks so hard is the apple bubbly. I was very surprised.
Apple bubbly.
They have an apple bubbly.
I'm just not a big sparkling water guy. Like like I said last week, it's like you're either be soda or be water, man.
Just choose one.
Yeah,
What
it's like
are
it's the same
you?
thing with like frozen yogurt. Like I don't hate frozen yogurt as much as I don't like sparkling water, but I prefer ice cream to frozen yogurt. Like I don't think they taste the same at all. Like and it's either I feel like frozen yogurt is trying to be something it's not by being ice cream. Like just be yogurt. Like that's all right.
I did have
Ignoring
froyo
the
for the first
pleb.
time a couple days ago.
Froyo
Did
is
you-
so good.
Did
Well, not
you
for
like
the
it?
first
It's
time.
also like
Sorry,
not
but just in a
even
while.
healthy, to be honest.
No, not really.
Like
Yeah, it's not a great alternative.
That's how they get you. Like, oh, this. Surely, I mean, it's just.
Oh my
frozen
god, I'm
yogurt.
streaming and I'm not recording. Oh my god.
oh, yo, welcome to the stream, everyone.
Oh my God.
That's my worst fear.
I was wondering why I just got 100 bits, bro. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, my bad.
That's
stream.
my biggest fear.
My bad, yo. My bad.
This is exclusive, y'all. Sorry.
My bad.
Yeah, wait, sorry.
All right, we're back to recording.
You're not patron subs. What the?
Well, I got like bits and I was like, oh, like someone donated bits off stream. That was nice of them. And then I was like, looked down and I saw like live 3 minutes, not recording 3 minutes. And I was like,
Boom.
yeah.
Boom, zoom. I don't feel so good, Mr.
Good thing I like caught that. Everyone in my chat's like, no.
We almost had him, boys.
Oh man, yeah, crazy morning. Also, if you guys are listening to this Sunday, the hoodies are available for 9 more hours. They are
Yeah,
available
get 'em.
for, I repeat, 9 more hours. They just launched today, which is Friday. They will be closing today if you're listening to this on Sunday the 3rd. I repeat, on Sunday the 3rd. They will be available till 11 o'clock, midnight Eastern, I believe. So it might be 11 Eastern p.m. or it might be midnight. So one of those two.
And you either get
You
it or you don't, because
Yeah,
after
it's
the
here.
9 hours,
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone. And then we're moving on to drop 2. We're moving on to drop 2. That's how we move here.
I was
I'm very excited, and I appreciate the support, and I appreciate you, Mr. Fruit, for allowing content to be you being like the first like flagship and giving it like a way bigger boost. And I really appreciate you, dude. I just want you to know that.
Got you. I was gonna wear the green one, but I just got out of the shower, so
Yeah, I
it's,
get that. That's
it's,
all right.
it's a little hot. I got the fan blowing on me right now. You know, we're chilling down. We're getting there.
Remember, chat, take your biotin.
Whatever that is.
It's for
Isn't that like the
healthier hair,
collagen?
skin, and nails.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like biotin and collagen. Healthier hair, skin, and nails. I'm just trying not to be bald.
I don't know if that
It doesn't, but it gives me like a placebo kind of. Like,
feel
oh,
like
this is
you
really working.
are in control a little bit. Even though in this infinite cosmos, none of us really are. We're all at the mercy of fate. But that's beside the point. We have a couple things, actually, literally a couple things on the docket, too. The Nintendo Direct.
Literally 2. And then we honestly might go into Patreon questions and try and maybe extend those.
Yeah, because, again, at least Rob and I, and me even more so, literally, so New World has been out Tuesday, 3 days. This is Friday morning now. Out of 3 days, I've spent 40 of those hours playing New World. And the rest of it has been sleep, wake up, workout, New World, sleep, workout, or wake up, workout, New World for 3 days. So I don't know what's been happening.
What have you been averaging every day, do you think?
Hours?
Like 13 hours? Yeah, 13, 14 hours
like
a day.
13 to 14.
I've probably been averaging around like 8 to 9, you know? And that's not by choice. Both first days I got kicked out by a bug. And then, so basically the only time I can get into the server with no queue is 6 a.m. So this is my routine now. I hear, meow, meow. All right, time to feed Max. It's obviously 5:15 in the morning. Put that in the bowl, throw on this super bright light, and I'm playing New World and I'm streaming.
My eyes.
And I go for about as long as I don't get kicked. And what sucks is like when I got those bugs, I really, really wanted to keep playing too. Like I was not even close to being done on those 8 hours. And I got a bug where you die and then you spawn back on a camp, but then it loads too long and then it just puts you back on your dead body and you're just stuck there.
You can't respawn.
And unfortunately, the only way to get out of that is to like disconnect and reconnect to the server. But unfortunately, I disconnect when everybody gets home from work and wants to play the game, like, you know, like a normal person would go to work and play the game. So like I don't blame them on that part. But then I get in the queue and it's 1,600 people. Now you say, oh, 1,600, that might actually go pretty fast. It does not. I would say I did a 16. I stayed in the 1,600 person queue just to see like how long it would take me to get out of there. It was about I got kicked off about 2:45, and I got back into the server around 7:45. So it was about 5 hours to get into the queue, and that was at 2 o'clock. So if you go to 6 o'clock when you get home from work or something like that, and you join the queue, you're not playing till 11 p.m. So I feel bad for a lot of the people that have been not able to play because of the queue. Is just insane.
Yeah, the problem is server capacity is 2,000. So only 2,000 people can be on. And that was like it's not a problem with the servers. The studio just did it as a deliberate design because of the size of the map and the way they want people to war over resources and like balance it out, blah blah blah. But
You know, I think it's dope, but like it is.
But that's
it
the
hinders a
problem
lot of
is,
people.
yeah, a lot of people, especially streamer servers, where people want to get on. Which, to be fair, I thought. So we are on U.S. East Calnor or something like that. Yeah,
something like that.
and I just joined Goth's guild because, like, a week ago, or whatever. I was just 2 weeks ago. I was playing with Frostball, and MTash and Trials after we went flawless, which the video has been up by now. We finally did it. Eh?
Good job, GZ.
Handshakes.
Wait, are you saying we went flawless or you and MTash and them went flawless?
That's the weekend we went flawless. So then you all obviously stopped playing
That's
Trials.
a hype video. That's a dope video, by the way. Like, I did not think we were going to go flawless.
You all obviously stopped playing Trials. But I was like, well, I have a flawless card, and every win you continue on a flawless card, you can get like an engram drop every game, or like an adept weapon almost every game.
Yeah, the lunar fusion rifle, I think it was that.
Yeah.
Week.
So I was like, all right, I might as well like farm, and I asked MTash, I was like, hey, like you got a flawless card, you want to play some more? And so he got Frostball. So I was like, oh, okay. So we won like 4 or 5. We eventually ended up losing one, and then we just ran another flawless card. But while we were there, we were talking about New World, and I didn't realize Frostball was wanting to play it, and MTash was already going to play it, and they were in Goth's guild. He's like, hey, you should get in this guild. And it was Goth, then they added Dr. Lupo. So I thought it was like...
What's the name of the clan?
Tribidus... Hold on.
Dude, I don't know how to say it. I'm going to here. Let me pull up the map while the player's playing.
It's Tribrid Dominus. Tribrid Dominus? Tribrid... I want to say Tribrid Dominus. What does that mean? I don't know. It seems
Tribrid, Tribrid, Tribrid Dominus.
Yeah. Which makes sense.
Which means we tribided dominate you guys. That's what it means.
Oh.
Sure.
I really don't know.
I don't actually know what it means. But Win a Warren is going to be sick. But that's the side point. So I got in this guild, and I thought it was only going to be Dr. Lupo and Goth, which is still pretty significant. I figured there'd still be quite a bit that want to get on it. But then Courage, JD or whatever, also joined to start his own rival faction.
Well, and hey, give yourself credit, bro. You're on there as well. Like, so people want to play with Mr. Fruit as well. So,
yeah, but like, literally, unless you watch the stream, like, no one knew I was even playing New World. I didn't announce it, be like, hey, like, literally, I fired up the stream. There was like 800 people. And I was like, hey, if you guys want to play New World with me, I'm on this server. And so, I don't know how many people eventually joined, but Arnav did start a house fruit on the server too. We have a guild here. They own a piece of land. Let's go, boys.
They actually own territory. You're
Represent.
like a double king, you know? Like you're a founder in Tribidus and you're the king in House Fruit.
Yeah, but I don't feel like a founder here.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I haven't played with anyone from the guild except the usual boys.
I did run across like 40 to 50, like a group, and they were running to those weird portal things, and they were like farming
corrupted
that.
portals.
Yeah, so I just started tagging along there, and then I realized I wasn't getting any XP for some reason, so then I just dipped out.
Oh, you should have been. Oh,
I don't know why I wasn't, but then like I was listening to
we were
Be More,
farming
and
those last night.
yeah, I hear that's like kind of the best way to level up once you get to kind of 30, 35 kind of range, up to 40.
They're really good. Well, and they also give these corrupted drops, which everyone listening like, what the fudge? Anyway, it's not important.
This is our FF talk now, you know, like
yeah, this is our FF podcast. Sorry. So that's how I got here with this guild, and that's why this server's a little more capacity, but like ours is kind of tame because when Gathalion was looking to make a server, he purposefully tried to pick one where he didn't see any other streamers going, because we didn't want to be on just one giant one.
Yeah, where like Asmongold is, or like
so, because like when people were complaining day one, they're stuck in like a 2,000 Q in our world. Like the Valhalla server, whatever, had like 20,000.
Yeah,
and like
20,000. You're not playing for like 5 days.
Like, the estimated queue time, whatever they're like doing it, is like 72 hours.
And it's like longer than that. It has to be.
So
like,
who knows? But they've opened up some more servers. But now the problem is everyone's like, okay, cool, there's new servers, but we can't transfer our characters. Yeah. So no wonder like no one's on them, because they don't want to start new characters. So I guess next week they're gonna do a free server transfer. You can take a character. And I'm sure a lot of people will take up that opportunity.
Yeah. Do they MMOs normally like charge for stuff like that, right? Like Blue, if you wanted to go to a different server in FF, would you have to pay like $3, $5, whatever it is?
If you want to server transfer, yeah, you have to. Well, actually, no. Generally, you just request it.
Okay.
How long does it take?
Could be anywhere from like a day, 2 days, to be honest.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's not bad. Final Fantasy is really good about that. It's a little longer if you want to transfer between data centers, like go from NA to EU. But yeah, generally they don't charge for it. It's just free.
That's good.
Yeah, I think New World, after the first free one, you will have to charge.
Which makes sense.
Well, and I think that reason is because every server is unique, because like the whole point of the game is factions vying over land and PvP state, and
they also don't have a sub. Right?
Like it's just a box cost. Yeah.
So they have to charge microtransactions somewhere if they want to.
Yeah, and there is some microtransactions. I
haven't even looked at the shop.
I haven't either. I haven't touched the shop. Like I really don't plan on buying shop stuff, because I feel like shop stuff and MMOs are a little frowned upon by the community. Like if you're wearing that.
Now, let me look in the store. They have consumables, but the only consumables are dyes to dye some armor, which you can craft. I mean, maybe these are like, no, I don't even think those are exclusive. There's some emotes, armor skins for like transmog, weapon skin transmog. There's a pirate housing decor bundle, and yeah, like that's it.
Have you bought a house yet?
No, because it just doesn't seem optimal, you know. Why spend all my gold early on when I'm a low level to get a house to do nothing with it? Yeah. So upgraded.
What are houses even used for? Like,
you can use them as fast travel points, I believe. And then you can set up your whole decoration stuff. And
okay. And then if I buy that house, is that like my house? Like nobody else can buy it, or what?
No. Okay. So anyone can buy it, but the only one each house will be displayed as somebody's house, but apparently it goes by like decor level. So essentially, whichever one's the most bougie will be the one everyone sees.
Oh,
yeah,
that makes sense. That's kind of cool though.
Like I saw somebody had a house, and on the porch he had like a pit bull just chilling.
What?
Yeah, and I was like, I need a house now because I can get a dog.
Yep.
That's in game.
While you're
baby.
stabbing wolves and stabbing turkeys and bunnies.
Hey, the feral dogs, all right? They're gone, bro.
I'm gonna be honest though, I did not expect to like this game as much as I am. I thought it'd be like, all right, like as soon as I get behind and the boat's gonna leave me, I feel like I have no more like field to grind and to catch up because I'll just be so far behind. And here I am waking up still at 6 in the morning, solo questing for about the first 6 hours of my day, and then you guys get on, and then we duo quest and trio for like 6 more hours, and then I get off. So I'm really actually enjoying it. I don't know if I would enjoy it as much if I was a solo player, but I almost feel like that's kind of the cool thing about MMOs is you put yourself out there and you do make more friends, and this is I feel like an awesome time, especially in New World, because I don't think the game will ever be like how it is right now, because everybody just started at the same kind of thing and is slowly going up. So you come back in a month or two, there will be level 60s running around, so it'll be a little different.
Well, and
but
some people are guessing that when they might be holding off to add server capacity until a couple more days pass to where most of the current server people are getting closer to mid to end game, so that way the population
on
is
the
more
island,
spread out. Yeah,
yeah.
That's just what they're saying though. But yeah, I'm hopelessly addicted.
Yeah, I don't. And then like when people ask me, so like, what is New World about? I literally just say I run around and do the exact same kind of quests, just in different kind of areas. And I watch a little,
sick.
I watch a little bar below me go a little higher and a little higher, and
Get those endorphins.
yeah, and it just, I don't know like what about it I like. I just know I like it.
Well, for me, the reason I picked this MMO out of all MMOs that came out is one, the fact there's no tab targeting, which some people are like, what do you have against tab targeting? I don't know. I just don't find it very interactive. Like, I don't know. It's just not how I want to play. Like, nothing against tab targeting people. But so I enjoy that kind of combat, as well as the setting. You know me, medieval and stuff. I'm there. And that was pretty much it. And
I do like the class kind of system too as well. I think the class system is pretty interesting.
yeah, it's just whatever. It's pretty much your weapon.
Yeah, the weapons are the classes. So like say you want to be a healer, well you would use a life staff.
And then that has its own skill tree that you...
Yeah, that has its own skill tree. And then when you level up, you put that focus into something, and then that goes higher and higher. And then each piece of armor has like +7 focus. So it's like, oh, that works for my build. Like, let me put that on. And I don't know why I like it. I just like seeing my character's level go up. Now, you guys may say like, oh, Rob, but that happens in Destiny. But I feel like here it like...
No, it doesn't.
yeah.
It doesn't happen in Destiny.
It's not
I just feel like it's so different and just so more fleshed out in New World. Like it, and then they also have, I would say almost like a RuneScape kind of thing where there's like tasks or skills and tasks or something like that. And each of those is you walk by a tree, you can whack a tree, and then you hit a tree, and then your logging becomes level 1 after hitting that tree, and then you run to the other side of the map, and then like this tree requires level 100 logging in order to be cut. So it's all like these little nuances where it's like, oh my god, I'm gonna go fucking fish and listen to country music for 2 hours. It's a lot of fun. I don't know if I would be having as much fun as I am right now if I was a solo player, but I also feel like I'd be putting myself out there if I was a solo player to not have to be a solo player and try and find like clanmates and stuff.
Well, I will say I did my first MMO dungeon with randoms. That was a mistake. I understand why that could be.
What happened?
Did it take you 2 hours?
Well, no. So there's like the first dungeon you run across once you like level 25. It's part of the main quest. So I was a good bit ahead of everybody else because I was real grinder hours. So I only had one friend, my friend Rhabby, not Rhabby, and he and I went in and found 3 other people. And the quest was for level 25. I was 21, I want to say. Robbie was 21. The other guy was 21. One guy was 23, and the other was 19. And let me tell you, like, if you ever played the launch of Destiny 2 and you tried to do the Servitor Nightfall week 1, that's what that dungeon was like. It was
I feel like that actually rewarded people who are at that kind of level in the Nightfall. With this, I feel like you didn't really
No,
get
well, like
rewarded
Nightfall
for
was
that
like
2 hours.
Nightfall was late in game. This is just a dungeon quest that if you're 5 levels higher wouldn't nearly be this hard. But we tried to brute force it. And the funny thing too, though, is I should mention we went in so you can have a party of 5. We went in with 4. We didn't realize. We just were missing one. And went in. We had no healer. We had no tank. Just 4 DPS. And the problem too was because of how early you are in your skills and stuff, you usually don't have the opportunity to really spec into that kind of stuff yet. So it was like, okay, carefully, okay, aggro, just that one, and it's just like a regular zombie, like and then it'd run over there, 10 minutes to kill one zombie. We're like, sick. Okay, aggro the next, and yeah, it took us
All right, aggro the next one zombie.
Yeah, and it took us about 2.5 hours to beat that dungeon. When last night we were running it like 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah, something like that. It was really fun though. It was a lot of fun.
So the first time was brutal, but then the second time I needed to do it, no one was on, so I went with randoms. And at that point, I was at tank.
You still are though, right? Aren't you still tank?
Yeah, but like that's
Okay.
when I was like finally I was able to start speccing into it or whatever. So I was able to tank. We had 2 healers, and then 2 DPS. I was like, oh, this is like easy clap.
Yeah.
It was miserable. And everybody was blaming me. They're like, dude, stop dying. I'm tank aggroing everyone. Imagine tanking, aggroing with 2 healers and you don't get healed. That was my dungeon experience.
And that's your responsibility as a healer to make sure your tank don't die.
But I was getting like the healers would put the pools on themselves, like, ooh, even though they don't have aggro. And it was a miserable experience. And then when we got to the boss, 3 of them died right off the bat, and then the boss room, like if you die, you're closed off. So it was just me and 1 healer, and I had to solo kite and DPS the boss for like 50% of his health. Clutched it out. I was like, this is miserable. And of course, it went like, good job, guys. That was fun, and I just left. I was like,
GG.
I was like, are my friends on yet, man? Like that was brutal. That was my random experience. Which I'm sure it's not all that. It's nice running across people who are nice and friendly. Like, I was needing to find this one elite boss for a quest. And I saw some guy finish it when I got there. I was like, hey, dude, where'd you find that? And he's like, here, let me show you. And then he ran me to the spawn, waited, helped me kill it. Was like, there you go, dude. I was like, bro, you're so kind. And then, of course, because you can flag for PvP, that's toxic. But to be fair, everyone PvPing is toxic. I'm toxic. If you are flagged for PvP and I have the slightest inkling that I can kill you, I'm holding W.
And I've had this problem because I'm a healer that when I run across somebody who's PvP and I see him chase me, I literally just run. Like, cause like I don't really have much.
Running?
Yeah, I really don't have much to offer, so I'm always running. And then I always happen to run into like 29, like level 29 while I'm a 22, and it's like and I'm like, oh my god.
Boom.
That's why I'm like, guys, help me, guys, help.
Yeah,
but I really, speaking of PvP, I do really like how they do PvP in this game. I think it's really interesting. So basically, you in a settlement, you can either be PvP
like a
enabled,
city, a safe
place. Or you could just, if you don't want to do with PvE or PvP, you just go into PvE. You just leave the settlement. But if you want to enable PvP, all you do is press U, and it gives you a banner. And when you go out into the world, if you run into somebody who else is enabled on PvP and they're in a different faction than you, you can whoop some ass. It's tight.
Throw some hands.
I was fighting one guy and I was losing, and who comes right over the hill, dude? Someone from my syndicate clan just to come save the day. It was awesome. And then we killed them and we both started spamming teabags.
Naturally. Yeah, so far, like, some of the most memorable moments have been the open world PvP shenanigans. Like, 2 nights ago, it was right after you crashed, Rob. We went to go take over a fort, because each land can be owned, and there's a fort, and if you take over the fort, blah, blah, there's a lot to it. But anyway, we're going to go take over a fort because they were trying to take it from us. And we show up and nobody was there. Like, all right, whatever, we'll just capture it and run away. And then we left, and then it flipped again. So we're like, wait a second. So we ran back and took it, and we waited that time. And the enemy faction started showing up, a couple of them. And like 5 of them rolled up, but they're like 10. No, there's like 5 of us. And we were in like an epic battle. I was like, oh, Jesus. So I started spamming in our faction chat. I was like, yo, they're taking Windward for it. Like, we need some help. And I didn't realize that their faction had called for like 20 people. And so it became this like gigantic like 20v20 random battle outside this fort. And it was just so cool and so organic. And I was like, this is dope. And that's what in-game is going to be a lot like. So
and what I really like too is like you just see people everywhere. And I get that you see that in like Destiny to a certain extent, but in this I feel like it's an actual world. There's like thousands and thousands of people in my instant, like when they walk into a cave, like they don't disappear, you know what I mean? They're like in that cave with me. Like there's not like separate instances and stuff like that.
Bro,
Final Fantasy does that.
Are you saying it's an actual MMO?
I think so, Blue. I think I'm actually playing a legit MMO.
You're playing a real MMO.
This is my first MMO too, so that could also
right?
be why.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's just a lot of fun. Like, I can get why when WoW came out in 2007 that people just lost their lives to it. I'm glad.
Yeah,
I'm glad I was not there when it happened because I would have lost my life.
I would have been
even though I was already losing my life to Halo 3 at that point.
Yeah.
But I truly am enjoying my time with it. And if you have like any kind of MMO experience or you don't have any MMO experience, I think it's an awesome MMO to jump into first time.
So yeah, long story short, we're enjoying it. And today, we actually have a war, which now, I don't even know how this works.
I don't either. All I know is Courage had a settlement, right? They bought a settlement.
Well, they bought a region.
Okay, they bought a region. Okay, so they bought a region. And then our clan or our faction rolled up to their town or their region.
So there's a fort in each region.
And then they owned them at the same time, right? Or like,
well, so they fought him to control the fort, and then they held it long enough because you want to hold the fort because it increases your influence on the land, and each land has influence depending on what clan like power struggle. And the way to influence that is to then do PvP faction missions. So you take the fort, increase your rep, then get everybody to run a whole bunch of PvP missions in that region to increase influence. And then I think once it hits 50-50 influence, that faction can then declare war. And then groups from that faction then bid to get the war. And then once they do that, they draft, and it's 50v50. And so we fight today 50v50. If we win, I think we get the land.
Yeah, so do we own that region if we win?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm assuming.
We kick them out, essentially.
That's sick.
Yeah, and I have no idea what's going to happen. But yeah, I'm excited. It's 50v50. I went into this game completely blind. So like, I genuinely don't know what to expect. But it's going to be sick.
Yeah, I haven't looked at that's what I really like too is I haven't looked at what end game looks like. I haven't looked at what any dungeon looks like. Like, I was watching B More today, and they were about to go do the 35 dungeon. I just immediately clicked out. I was like, I want to save that for me. Like,
yep. I'll get there soon. But yeah, so long story short, I know most of you are like, what the fudge? We've been grinding New World. It's been a lot of fun. It's our Final Fantasy right now. Minus the Jumbo Toblerone in this world. Although Blue did say he would try it.
I'll try it, but it just doesn't look that. For me, right? Well, I hope they have like more content, but for me, it looks like PvP is going to be the end game of it, and as cool as that will be, like the novelty of the PvP will wear off eventually, unless there's new, like proper updates to the game. And from what I've seen, they didn't seem super keen on adding a lot at the time. So
they also have this form of PvP where you can like duel your friends and stuff like that. So you can like stand in, like, you don't have to just fight PvP that way. If you want to find somebody that is one of your friends, like, hey, dude, let's duel real quick. You can like invite him to a duel.
Well, we're
I
waiting
haven't done
too
one of
because
those yet.
there's a thing called like territory war. It's like 20v20 deathmatch or something, but we're not able to do it yet. But to that extent, Blue, that's why they ended up delaying the game a couple months, is because people had that complaint. So they actually added on the north of the map this place called Shatter Mountain that is exclusively in game, more PvE. So I think they know what they need to add. So I'll stay tuned. In the meantime, I'm just gonna enjoy what's here, and if I end up hitting the wall, then so be it. But like that was one of the things too. It's like, why should I worry about all that stuff right now, or like if I want to make content on this or not? Like I haven't enjoyed playing a game like this in so long, so like I'm just gonna
I'm
enjoy it
with
while I
you.
can.
Well, and that's what I told Sydney yesterday. Is hold on, Goth just hit 40 at the type GZ. Like I just she's like, so what do you do at the end? It's like I don't really know, and it's like, and if I don't like it, then that's all right because I enjoyed the journey. And like I was saying, I haven't had this much fun like just streaming a game, just playing a game, in a long. Like I can't remember the last time I felt this way about. I wake up at 5:30 to feed Max, and then the first thing I think about is like, okay, I gotta go do this. Like I gotta go quest. Like normally it's like, all right, like do I want to? Like what am I streaming today? Like this was like I'm gaming this, and
Yup.
all that means is like just more streams and just more content in that sort of realm. Um, that doesn't mean you're gonna see. I don't know. Do you plan on uploading any New World?
I might do some
Try and record
PvP
the
stuff.
war.
Well, like I might make that little skirmish we had like 2 nights ago, whatever video. If not, I'll record the war, see how that goes. But like people are like, "What are you gonna upload?" Like, what am I gonna upload? Me grinding
I agree,
levels?
dude.
Like,
Like it's such a weird kind of
it's more of a
niche.
chill stream
Well,
thing than here's a
I feel like
video.
the only kind of content you'll really see with New World is this the best turkey like route or the best level routing.
Hey, if
Like
you
I
know
feel
that,
like
let me
that's
know. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I feel like that's kind of the only kind of content you'll see from this. Maybe like later in the end game when we can kind of do fun stuff. Like I hope we can do content with the war today. I'll sell out and be like Braveheart out there. Like I think it's gonna be super fun. So it's a very like niche kind of thing. I feel like with content, but I feel like that's a lot of MMOs kind of thing. You don't see a lot of fun, hilarious kind of content like you do. What's your face looking like?
No.
Oh, I thought you messed up. Something had messed up, like you got kicked from the
Oh,
server or something.
just my resting
Well,
face. Apologies.
resting bitch face.
I
This
have
is resting
bitch face.
MMO player face.
I hate different.
This is my MMO face.
This is
Just like
zombie
that.
now.
Literally.
I think I'll give it a shot, but I like the setting has to grab me, and like I'm more into like fantastical type beat. So like I'll probably try healing or like I saw the fire staff and that looked pretty fun.
Well, see, like that's understandable. That's why you like Final Fantasy, and that's why I like New World. I won't be offended if you don't like it. It would just be
The
fun
second,
to play with you.
the
But
Yeah, it'd be
second,
sick to play with you, dude.
the second New World gets a gunblade, I'm all in.
They
that
have a
is
musket.
canon. That's canon. Just throw on a great sword and you're fine.
It's one of those things where like I just don't have time for two MMOs.
I agree,
Oh,
dude.
I
Like
mean,
that.
to be fair, right now Final Fantasy is pretty quiet. But
Once Endwalker though.
once Endwalker, you're not going to see me for 2 months.
Well, my
Usually
thing
talk to
was
you guys.
like I barely have time for this MMO just in my life in general. Like like I'm avoiding all responsibilities. Like I had this merch line coming out this weekend and I was like, all right,
Do I have to do this?
I have to get off. Like I have a meeting. Like I'm like I had a Murray. I think on Tuesday. I think sent like 7 emails with no response, and I was just like, oh fuck. So I literally texted him. I said, if you need to reach me, you text me. I was like, if you text me, I'll see it. All right. So we have moved from emails to now texting because I literally have avoided every sort of responsibility. I don't check my email as much as I used to because I got a quest.
It's just
Would
Can
you
I
guys
be-
recommend it to a solo player though, Mr. Fruit?
Well, I mean, like when you we were streaming whenever you said that, and I was like, honestly, I'd still play solo.
would?
Would you? Can you power level someone?
I'd power level you, Blue, if there is that. I
I'm
would.
not. I
I
mean,
do early.
I don't even know how to power level myself. So
Yeah, but I mean, like someone from like let's say like 1 to 20. Could you how quickly could you power level your homie? Now that you have the resources, you do at your level from 1 to 20.
If like we did every quest, and I
I
don't
mean,
know,
if he
maybe
just grouped up with us and if he's ranged, just throw out an attack so he gets XP. I mean, we could probably.
I would probably say like 15, 20 hours,
I
somewhere
wouldn't even
around
say
there.
that much.
You don't think so?
Like if we were all doing well, you weren't doing what we were doing last night. Like if we had
No,
him
I
in,
wasn't
like,
going to the portal thing.
yeah, if
like,
we had him at all the corrupted, like portal level
but he has to have
35
an
stuff.
Azeroth staff, I think, to even
I don't
like
think
get
so.
XP from that.
I don't know. We could probably figure something out.
But yeah, I'll figure it out. I will have a dedicated day to power leveling you. I'll not do any quests, and I'll do every quest you have.
But
You
yeah,
know what?
I don't have an answer for you.
You know what? This weekend, it's time.
I know Arios is
Hog.
playing Saturday, so
Oh, yeah, we
I can
kinda-
group up with Arios. We can
yeah,
do
you
some-
could like group up with Arios, and I'll group up with you guys too. Because I told Arios like, hey, dude, on Saturday I'll play with you. I was like, whatever you like want to do, I was like, I'll be there with you. I'll lose out on levels, but I don't care because I want like my boys to be in our group and shit. And like I feel like once you'll get to like the 15 to 20 kind of range, that's when you'll like start to kind of feel it, and that's when you kind of get into different kind of specs and builds and all that kind of stuff, and you really
Well,
find
it'll
out
be
like what you
easier
want to do.
yeah, if you already know, like, I want fire staff, to just immediately invest skill points into that.
Yeah, and like I have a fire staff in my like whatchamacallit, in my storage that once you get to like 13 or 14 or something like that, I'm like, here, Blue, take this fire staff.
Yay.
Because there is trading. Isn't that cool?
It's like
Trading is
there's a
tight.
market. Like what?
Hey, Destiny. I mean, I'm sorry. I know this shouldn't be about Destiny. Okay.
Well, it's because everyone's like Destiny's an MMO.
But like at the same time, like where's trading, y'all? So, anyways, as I was saying, it's nice that you guys are into like a true MMO. I'm very happy
Thank
for
you.
you. I'm glad you're getting a supple of that teat.
Well, I'm suppling.
Supple of that MMO teat.
Well, now my only worry is like, how do I juggle life?
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
so
like I was thinking
absorbed.
today, I was like, okay, if it gets to the point where we're not recording the podcast and we miss a podcast because we're just addicted to MMOs, I was like, that's a problem. I was like, I have to not miss any kind of thing I was doing before New World came out. Because if I miss anything, it's a problem.
I'm definitely interested in seeing what the overall longevity is going to look like. Because right now, I mean, I guess no one's been to it, but right now I don't necessarily see it. I think especially with, because how many dungeons are there? I think I've only seen 2 dungeons.
I
and
think in the game currently, someone said 6 or 7.
Pardon your regularly scheduled podcast listening for this short ad break.
Are you still not getting rewards for brushing your teeth? Now you may say, Rob, am I only going to get rewarded from my dentist for brushing my teeth well? Not anymore. With Quip Smart Electric Toothbrush, good habits can earn you great perks like free products, gift cards, and much more. If you already have a Quip, upgrade it with a smart motor and keep the features you know and love. Sensitive sonic vibrations, 2-minute timer with 30-second pulses for guided cleaning, slim, lightweight, and sleek with no wires or bulky chargers to weigh you down, multi-use travel cover that doubles as a mirror mount for less clutter. Join over 5 million mouths who use Quip and save hundreds compared to other toothbrushes when you can get the smart brush for just $45. Start getting rewards for brushing your teeth today. Go to getquip.com/GG right now to save $10 on a Quip Smart Electric Toothbrush. That's $10 off an electric toothbrush at getquip.com/GG. Spelled GETQUIP.com/GG. Quip, the good habits company.
yeah, I don't know. I think for like a proper healthy MMO, you need like a really strong balance of both. Both PvE and PvP, because for my initial worry is if there's too much of a focus on PvP, you'll have like a ESO or division situation where like you just like there's just like I just have like one Division's endgame is absolutely trash tier dog shit because Dark Zone there's nothing to fucking do in there. And when you guys were talking about like all these cool like things and like capping zones, and it's like okay, well there's only so many times where you can just cap zones with homies before it gets old. So I'm interested in seeing what their overall approach will be to making PvP and PvE more, well, keeping it interesting as time goes on.
That's like I literally don't know what end game looks like. I guess when I get there, I'll figure it out. And if I'm like, well, doesn't hold me, then I'll wait and see what they do. But
Yeah,
like,
100%.
same thing, yeah. Like I'm enjoying the journey. So
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see like what it.
Enjoy the journey.
It'll be interesting to see like what expansions look like. That's what'll be really interesting, or just to kind of see like what they add to the game and whatnot. I think it'll be really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, play New World if you have time. Just know you're gonna sacrifice a lot of time, and then also probably I would say pick a server that nobody's on.
Yeah.
Waiting in the queue time right now,
One of the new
especially. Yeah, like especially like in the queue times, like it's not worth it.
Oh
Just
yeah,
go play.
also, 2,000 people per server. Even if you up it to 6K, that's a little monk dub, y'all.
What's Final Fantasies normally?
I don't know, but it's certainly.
Have you ever been in a queue to join Final Fantasy?
I've been in queues before, yeah, plenty of them.
Okay.
But I
They're
mean,
they're not like hours long though, right?
I guess well, they were hours long when
Asmund was
a
playing?
couple months ago. Yeah, when we had all the WoW refugees come in.
well, the thing too is like we're still at like day 3, day 4. So like in a month, queue times might not even be like an issue. Who
Well, I
really
mean,
knows?
still 2,000 per server is abysmal, and I understand that I guess there has to be a limit because you told me the world is not massive.
Because like there's no
So,
mounts.
yeah.
And then the whole thing is supposed to be about territories, factions, resources. So I guess that's just however much they decided that to balance it out. But I know they're testing in Australia 2,500 currently, so they might start slowly like increasing. I'm not sure. It's not that servers can't handle it. It's just that was their design choice. I don't know. But yeah, New World. The only other thing we had on the docket was the Nintendo Direct.
Really happy for Sydney that Animal Crossing was announced that they were getting a coffee shop. I've never seen her have a gaming reaction like that, and it was it was like very wholesome. And I was like, oh my god, like she's excited about it. Yeah, and I was like, this is what I look like when like Halo 3's announced and shit.
Happy for.
I was like, babe. She was like, she was like, she's just getting back into Animal Crossing. She's like kind of taking a bit of a hiatus. She went back to her island, and all of her islanders were like, oh my god, you're alive. Like, and she's like, oh my god, I feel so bad. So like, yeah, so she's all like back on that grind, and it was funny because we were just talking about it, and then the Nintendo Direct was that day, and so I went to Bless's stream to go watch, and as I pull Bless's stream, Animal Crossing pops up, and I go, babe, run down here. So we watched the trailer and stuff, and it's basically like they're in the museum, and they added a new little DLC spot, and it just says like open 24/7. It just has a little coffee pot there, and Sydney loves her coffee shops. She even has like her own pseudo coffee shop on her island that she made. So now she's like, oh, now I can make that like something else now. Like now that can just be a new space, and then I can put all that into the coffee shop. So all the coffee shop stuff that I saved up, and I was like, oh my god, yes. And then I told her that there was a dedicated Animal Crossing Direct that's coming this month, and I had to explain to her what an Animal Crossing, just a Direct is, and I was basically just like, I think they're just gonna tell you what's coming to Animal Crossing for like the next year and a half. But yeah, that was the Animal Crossing part of it. There wasn't anything else that was very big from it, was there?
No, that was it. Yeah, kind of crazy.
It was a pretty brief Direct. So,
well, first Smash predictions. We thought we were gonna get the last Smash character revealed, but
I didn't think we were going to.
Okay, well, Blue is
mostly because
omnipotent.
I am omnipotent, correct? But they did announce that they were having the final Smash Direct. The final Smash character to be revealed.
Sounds so sad.
It sounds really sad. To be fair, I'm not that sad because like the past couple have been pretty mid. Sephiroth was tight.
Well,
that
it
was
just
sick.
feels like
His reveal was lit.
Well, I feel like this is like the end of Sakurai. That's why it's sad.
I mean,
Do you think we ever get another Smash after this?
I think without Sakurai, I feel like Nintendo is still just gonna have to like. Why wouldn't they?
Nintendo will absolutely carry on with Smash, but it's going to be
Will it
hard
be
to
a
find
shell
a
of
replacement
its
for
former
Sakurai.
self? Yeah,
It's going to be hard to find a Sakurai replacement because that dude lived and breathed Smash. He loves Smash.
I
That's
guess
his
we're gonna have to
child.
just mob on Nickelodeon All Stars.
That game looks like dog shit.
Oh, does it?
Got
I
wave
thought you would
dashing.
be excited about it. Yeah.
The combat looks
Yeah,
sick.
Like all
Yeah.
the
Don't get me
fighting
wrong.
communities are kind of like, wait, hold up.
The combat looks sick as hell.
It-
The game just looks
yeah.
like made.
It
like
does look like out of like it was made out of like 2009.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. It looks like a 2009 Smash ripoff.
That
But
and
the
there's
mechanics
no
look great.
voices either. It's bizarre. But yeah, the fighting
Wait, what?
itself. Yeah,
It
apparently
looks
they don't
like
have like
the-
any voice lines. I don't
There's
know.
no voice lines. Maybe hopefully in launch, but I doubt it. But like it looks like that game was strapped together with like WD-40.
Have you guys ever seen the Shrek fighting game? It almost looks like that, and I don't even know when the Shrek fighting game came out, but they look pretty similar in graphic wise.
It's sus. What that?
I don't know. I feel like saying Master Chief is going to be the last Smash character is such a cop out answer.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna bet right now. I bet you anything. Epic Games makes a Fortnite themed Smash game. I bet you anything, dude. They eventually make that. They
Well, at
just
this
have all
point-
these Fortnite skins as characters.
Well, that or they don't even have to do that. Like with all the IPs they're able to get for Fortnite,
100%.
they're like, hey,
Yeah,
why
they
don't
would.
just let us make a game with all of them?
Yep.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Would
well, I
not
guess
surprise me.
It all depends on how profitable do they think it'll be. Like, do they think it's worth it? And I don't know.
I still like to see Sora, but I feel that's also kind of a cop out answer. Both the characters I like to see are not like super
Final one
out there
has
characters.
to be. Final one has to be a banger.
Yeah, and that's why I feel
Has
like
to be.
Sora's not a banger enough. I feel like
I
Well,
think
see, everyone's
Sora's,
saying
Sora's
that. I feel like we all think that, and it's gonna be some obscure like.
don't like
No,
Dragon
dude.
Quest.
That's
like,
exactly what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying though. Like you can't. They've had so many low key picks, and like sure that has pleased a lot of people, but it's like the last one has to be like a banger on the tier, like the first battle, the first.
Yeah, it has
Smash
to.
Pass.
I've got it.
Yeah,
Eevee. No, wait, no. Small game called Final Fantasy. I don't know if you heard of it, but
Please
I think.
stop. I love Final Fantasy, but like it's
no
Cloud
sword
Sephiroth.
character either.
We don't need any more.
I want no
Sephiroth
more
was hype.
swords.
Sephiroth was hype, but we need.
I like to watch
Sephiroth was like
Kazuya
the-
too.
Sephiroth was like the
his
only
trailer
banger
is like
from
the coolest one.
Kazuya was kind of cool.
I just
but then
don't like.
realized I don't like Tekken.
Yeah, I just don't like Tekken, so it didn't really resonate with me. I did like
Yeah.
how he dropped Kirby, and then later in the thing, Kirby's just flies
Yeah,
back up.
I was like, yo, sick, it's Kazuya. But then I was like, man, I'm not gonna play him.
Oh, the new Kirby game looks fun. I want to play that.
New Kirby name did look pretty good.
I do want to play that.
Post-apocalyptic Kirby,
Yeah. So
Pretty
does
tight.
Kirby live in a human world?
or are we living in a Kirby world?
Whoa.
Hey, it's
Never
too
thought
early
about
for that. Whoa, hold up, no.
Okay, so hold up. I think Sora would be a fantastic.
Do you? As a
Final
Kingdom
pick.
Hearts fan, I really don't. I feel like a lot of people would leave disappointed with Sora as
pretty
the
sure-
final one.
I'm pretty sure the most requested is Sora.
Okay. That's
So
good to know.
I feel like, or one of the most requested, definitely top 5. So I feel like Sora would be a good final pick.
I think what would be cool too is like with Sora's alternative costumes, they would be his limit forms. I thought that would be really cool. So like one of his costumes is Master Form. Like
The
Master
last character
costume.
needs to be the pinnacle of DLC character, where he has like
That's-
50 different mechanics. He's just like 20 characters in one. He's got the DLC buff.
What?
I feel like Master Chief would be cool. Jonesy would be a really good trolley pick.
Please stop.
Like,
See, I'm worried about, like, I think we talked about it. I feel like Master Chief would play very similar to Snake. That's what I'd
yeah.
be worried about.
Yeah.
Well, like, what does he have? He can't. Like, Nintendo's
Among
not gonna
Us.
put a fucking battle rifle or a pistol in their game. You know
The
what I mean?
Among Us character.
Joker literally has gun.
Where's the Among Us character?
Yeah, I guess. Never mind. You're right.
You stop it, Blue. Can you
I just
imagine?
wanted
Boom, 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 boom.
Okay.
And then you hear like
if
a
it was
and out of the vent,
if
like
it was the
"Oh."
Among Us character, I feel like that would actually break the internet. Like,
Yeah, I'd be hype. I feel like that's the only one that would get the kind of reception.
like
that,
it's such a meme that I would be hype.
like if all of a sudden you see a vent on the ground and a fucking
Yeah.
Among Us, I'll be pissed, but I'll also be like, no, they did not. Like,
Yeah, so Sora is one of the most requested
Okay.
Smash characters of all time. It is Sora was the most popular pick in the US.
Goku, where's that one?
And Sora was the second most popular pick in Japan.
Where's Goku?
Who was one in Japan?
One in Japan is like this dude from like, what's his name? I don't know. He looks like some anime type dude from Fate Stay or whatever. I don't know his name. Oh, Lloyd. Who's Lloyd?
The only Lloyd I know is Christopher.
Does anyone know who Lloyd is?
That would be another one of those that shows up, and I'm like, Japan's probably excited about that. That's cool.
Guys, who's Lloyd? Oh, Tales of Symphonia. Lloyd from
that one.
Tales
That one's my
of-
favorite.
Lloyd is the most requested in Japan.
Interesting.
However, Sora is number 2.
I thought it'd be conjugal.
Dante is a big lost cause. That would have been sick.
Yeah, isn't he like a costume now, which is pretty much like
He's
the hell?
a me costume. so
Yeah,
that's
like
pretty much-
you're done.
One aside that I totally forgot about. Speaking of Nintendo, the Alolan Ninetales outfit in Pokemon Unite is $40.
Wait, what?
No way.
Yeah, it's $40
Let me check.
bucks.
Did you check? Did you cross reference?
$40 bucks.
I want to check this. I don't believe that.
Joe Merrick, the owner of Cerebi, tweeted. Okay, so
What?
Is that the Ninetales costume?
yeah.
Oh
To put it in
my God.
perspective, League's ultimate skins, which are insane, are $30.
Oh my God! It is $40.
Yeah.
Pokemon Unite has become pretty shameless.
You're wilding out.
Where's the
$40 for
good?
that?
I mean, the Ninetales skin is pretty heat.
It
But
is
like-
heat.
$40 heat. That should be like that should kind of be the norm. Not here's a headband.
I agree.
Here are sunglasses.
Here's a beanie and a flannel.
Here's a floaties. Like
Bro.
Here's sunglasses.
the Cinderace one is cool. The Talonflame one is cool. The Alolan Ninetales one is cool. $40. Cool.
It's
Don't
sick.
know about
That's a
that.
sick fucking. The Gengar one's sick too.
Yes,
Yeah, the
Gengar one's
one is
sick.
cool.
They have a couple of sick ones, but like most of the skins are like, haha, Slowbro with a beanie.
Yeah, like those should be like the ones we're getting. But
Hey, look,
still, you could
Charizard
get-
with the sweater.
Yeah, you could get Absol with a hat or the top hat. You can get Gardevoir
Okay, that
with a
skin is
bonnet.
pretty sick.
What are we just
The
like
bonnet was
throw a
pretty lame.
random accessory
Do
on
they-
top of them?
Do they get like unique recalls? I know Gengar's had a unique recall.
I think
Does-
Ninetales
The Ninetales one gets all the bells and whistles. The I believe the gotcha skins like Talonflame and Cinderace, those do get unique recalls.
Are you
But it's
are
only
you
like
able
that tier, I think.
are you able to buy them with in-game currency? Because can't you buy League Ultimate skins with in-game currency?
Yeah. Well, Ninetales is in-game currency, which is roughly $40. That's why I'm saying League's ultimate skin
2,500 gems, dude.
are $30, and the work they put into their ultimate skins is insane.
Because they have like a lore behind their ultimate skins, and they also like sometimes even have like it's the world championship
Well-
teams like. Skins.
Well, no, like so ultimate
Oh.
skins. There are only 5 in the game, I believe.
There's only 5.
Yeah.
Who has them?
Maybe 6. I think the very first one was Pulsefire Ezreal. There's Spirit Gardevoir, DJ Sona, Elementalist Lux, Gun God Misfortune. And that might be it. And like to put it in perspective, Elementalist Flux, whole new model, whole new skin, obviously. All new voice lines, everything redubbed. All new VFX, sound effects.
That
But-
little Ninetales skin fucks though.
But not
I'm looking
only
at it in
that,
game. Woo.
the way Elementalist works is in game, you start out as just default in like a white dress. And then as you level, you then get to pick an element out of 5. And let's say I want to pick fire. Well, then she turns into a fire elementalist. And all of her abilities are now fire. Completely every single thing changes.
Wait, so the skin changes out the hero, like changes the hero as well? Or
No, like just like your skin, now the VFX.
So when
everything.
you send the effect out, it's like a
now it's
fireball
completely
goes
different.
out.
But then you hit level 11 or whatever, and you get to choose a second element, and then it combines them into a new one. So there are like 20 different possible combinations.
I guess
all
25,
in one skin,
right?
Or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
5
they
times 5.
all have their unique skins, VFX, everything. And that's in one skin, and that's $30.
Well, I think it's actually more than just 20, because then you could just do fire on fire, fire on this.
Well,
one fire,
no, like there's only certain ones, like the second ones.
Oh,
are
that
usually,
pair. Okay.
But you could choose like water and dark, and that would do something. You can choose water and light. You can choose this, and then all of it changes together. That's just one skin too, and the amount of work in that is like so many different skins combined.
Now, what if they made the ultimate skins in Pokemon? Let's just call them that. What if they made it their shiny variant? So it was like the samurai outfit. Now the Ninetales is also shiny and has all the samurai stuff on it.
That would help.
Is it worth it?
But even then, like for instance, League used to do those, and it'd be like $3. Like they literally now have the chromas, and they're about $2 if you want to like change the color of the skin.
Yeah, $40 is
is
pretty shameless.
Changing the color of something is the easiest thing they could do, which is why I don't know why they don't have shinies. Bizarre, but yeah, it's $40 for that. That's pretty steep, pretty hefty, but I'm sure plenty of people are gonna buy it.
I think the way.
I mean, I
think this
can't
is how
talk because the amount of money I put into this gotcha game I play.
Yeah.
I
think
know
what
I'm a sucker.
what their approach probably is probably like, this is how much we would have wanted someone to pay to get like the Talonflame skin, and then if the Cinderace skin was gotcha, that's probably a similar amount of what they want someone to pay to get to that point. It's just like, dude, $40.
Yeah, that is.
I mean, let me put that in perspective. I bought New World for $40.
Yeah. New World was $40.
Yeah.
I mean, the Ninetales skin fucks, don't get me wrong, but like,
How much was the Gengar skin, or was that the one that was like
That's the
included
battle
if you bought
pass.
the battle pass? Okay.
It's like
Or the
what
battle-
the Cinderace was last. It's the last reward or whatever.
Okay.
It's a 6 skin too though. But yeah, sheesh.
Well,
$40,
I think it's probably time to move on to a topic that's less confrontational and a little less heated. The Mario movie.
Yeah. Great.
Oh wow!
I'm looking
Yeah,
forward to it.
I'm so excited.
Are you? Or is that Cat?
I
Bruh.
fucking dude. Chris Pratt's Mario is amazing casting.
Okay, like, what if I said I don't think it's that bad? Like, I understand that they should have casted the dude who actually voices Mario, but you have to realize that like this Mario is also going to be like,
let's go like that.
yeah, like you. But I don't know, like I don't know their interpretation of Mario in this one, or like, cause like it would be kind of annoying to actually hear Mario have dialogue and talk like that the entire time. Like, I feel like that would have been a little much.
Yeah,
And I feel like people who are really like putting it out for that guy to be it wouldn't fucking see the movie anyways, even if he was.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, I think there's a reason they did that. Like, I think maybe they could have still kept him, but told him to like tone it down to where it's not just let's go for 2.5 hours. And you're like, oh my god, kill me.
Let's go, Princess Peach.
Yeah, like.
But the weird thing is, like, even then, he's supposed to be an Italian plumber. And they're either just going to make Chris Pratt be Chris Pratt, or they're going to make Chris Pratt try and be Italian plumber, and that scares me more. I think.
Jesus Christ, no.
Yeah, that scares me more.
I just don't know anything enough to like say like, oh, what the fuck is that casting? You know, because
as if Mario isn't always as if he isn't already like borderline, like teetering on the edge.
And that's why I said like that's why I was like it already is kind of like yeah. So like you want like I don't.
I will say though, Seth Rogen Donkey Kong. I'm on board for that one.
Yep, I'm also on board with Jack Black as
Jack Black as Bowser. That'll be interesting. I think if they make it like if they embrace it being just like a funny movie, it could work. You know, it could work. But
love Despicable Me.
Well, at the end of the day, it's not like it's gonna be animated, right? So it's like So it's like I can't. There's all voice, and Chris Pratt has done a pretty good job voice acting before, so I can't be too critical of it. However, like the initial reveal was definitely like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we're like, wait, this is.
I don't think it's as bad as like Sonic was. You know, I felt like the Sonic criticism was actually pretty valid, and I think this got like way more criticism than Sonic got when Sonic came out.
Well, okay,
and we haven't even seen anything.
Well, that's the difference. We saw Sonic, and we're
like,
no,
but that's what I'm saying. Is like, I feel like the Chris Pratt thing got a lot more backlash than what the Sonic backlash was, and we actually got to see the Sonic.
Internet bullied them into changing the movie. I don't think they got more backlash. And they tried to
bully them into changing the casting. You know, like at least they kept the same Sonic, or the same voice actor. But I do understand that they did change the model, which is good. I still haven't seen that movie. Way more work.
It was all right.
Yeah, I've heard it's actually pretty okay.
Yeah, it's just bizarre. I just feel bad for voice actors. Like, big budget animation movies where you need voice actors, celebrities,
actors, like
what?
Queen's Gambit. Yep.
The one I'm really interested to see is Michael Key as Toad. How's that one gonna work? Yo, Mario. Like Toad? Sorry. But all in all,
I just don't know what it's going to be like. Yeah. And that's what my whole thing is too. It's like, I'll save. Like, and that's why I really didn't have a big opinion on Chris Pratt. Because like when I saw Guardians of the Galaxy trailer, I was like, that movie looks fucking stupid. You know, like they got Bradley Cooper as a fucking raccoon. Like, this shit is going to be stupid as shit. And it's probably one of my favorite Marvel movies. Sure, comparing Guardians of the Galaxy to Super Mario World is going to be. But I also do like Illumination. I do think Illumination does a great job with Despicable Me and animated movies.
Well, the argument people have, and I think they're kind of spot on, is Chris Pratt. I don't think he's a bad voice actor. But he's good at voice acting Chris Pratt. And if you think about it, like his character in Lego Movie is essentially Chris Pratt. His character in Outward or whatever that was, Onward, was just Chris Pratt. Like they mold the character around Chris Pratt, so he's just playing himself. So I just don't want Mario to be Chris Pratt. Is essentially all I care about.
You are asking a big ask because he's definitely just going to voice Chris Pratt.
Yeah, he's just going to be. Mario is Chris Pratt.
Possibly offensive Mario. You know.
We'll see. But yeah, I didn't have that like harsh of a criticism about it. Will I see the movie? Like, would I have seen the movie if it was the original Mario guy? Probably not. Still, like
because like his range is about it. Like, let's go. Like that's his range, all right.
And that was like what I was saying. Like Joey was like, "What about the guy who like played Mario for 20 years?" And I was like, "Yeah, he played Mario, but his." All right, we're gonna need you to give us a "Let's go." Okay, let me do. All right,
let's go.
All right, now give me a wahoo. and then all right, thank you for your time. Like, we'll see you later.
Hey, give me a fucking
movie.
Okay,
like,
so I need you to get like a hit sound. Oh, okay, now give us like a more guttural hit sound. Oh, okay, now give us a guttural hit sound while underwater. Oh. Yeah. All right, great. We'll see you tomorrow.
Wow, jeez, you should.
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't voice Mario?
So I really don't know who would have been the better choice. I mean, Chris Pratt is so cool, though. You know,
he is hot right now.
Chris Pratt is.
He's in. I think that's part of it too. Is he just sells movies for people, especially
I would
kids,
say
probably
to the people that don't look into Chris Pratt Blue. I would say to the main people who just go to movies and like actors.
Yeah, because I've heard about that stuff. It's bit
Yeah,
bizarre.
he's
Chris
sus.
Pratt's kind of a shithead.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
to normies, people are like, "Oh, Chris Pratt's so hot."
Yeah. Well, I'm saying
I wouldn't
hot as in
consider Chris
like
Pratt hot right now.
no,
though.
he's saying
Like, I
hot
don't
like
think
in the Hollywood kind
Yeah,
of
like
hot.
he's been in a lot of things.
I don't think he's that hot in Hollywood right now, though. I feel like he's on the.
Oh, dude, he's
like
just
that-
in
the
Guardians
reason-
of the Galaxy 3.
I feel like the reason
like,
they
he's just in
got him
Avengers.
is because he's on the downstream. Like I don't know.
Maybe. I think he's
Yeah.
doing fine money wise. But maybe he's like, this is the money I'll retire on. My Mario. My masterpiece. Dude, that's what Mario would sound like if it was me. We don't want that.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know about.
I think
don't
every
know.
other casting was pretty good though. I thought everybody else was fun. Like when people see Seth Rogen and Donkey Kong, nobody fucking freaked out like they did with Chris Pratt.
I saw so many people were like, "What the fuck?" And I was like, "I feel like Seth Rogen would do a pretty good Donkey Kong."
Yeah, I was like, I want DK to show up, blazed eyes. Mario.
Yeah, it would be pretty funny.
Like if it's gonna be silly because it's a Mario movie, it's gonna be a little silly. I feel like Jack Black as Bowser pretty good, and then like Anya Taylor-Joy is like literally could do no
She's
wrong.
a great
anyway,
actress.
So,
I think she's a great actress. So
like,
I'm
really
really
can't
excited.
do any wrong anyway.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what she brings to Peach, but we'll see.
But Chris Pratt is the Italian from. I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
it is a little weird.
I don't know, man.
But like my question is, who would have been a better choice? And I can't answer that
Probably
for you.
anyone but Chris
so-
Pratt.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to move on to Patreon questions?
Hit us with it.
Let's
I thought you were gonna say it. Sharkboy97.
get right.
Since it's finally the start of the best season, what are some of the your favorite things about fall? I like that it's not too hot for a jacket, but not too cold for
It's
like
already
a heavy
it's
jacket.
already too cold.
True.
It's like the perfect.
Like
I also am becoming
early
old. I also like.
September is like the Goldilocks. Like let me keep that. But here in Colorado, you get late September, October, and then Halloween
see?
comes, and that's it. It's winter. Season.
Yeah. Once the 31st of October comes
It's
and you're
over.
trick or treating and it's snow is on the sidewalk,
You're like-
yeah, it's like you're in winter. Like that, and that's why like I think September 20th to October 24th is like right there, baby. Like perfect. And like I've become super old. Back in the day, I used to not care about changing the leaves changing colors, but now I'm like, oh, that's kind of pretty. I like that. So I also do like.
Lovely.
I appreciate
go-
the smaller things in life.
Yeah, I go, oh, that's kind of nice, like nature.
Nature.
What do you guys like about fall?
Fall in general is just sick as fuck. Winter is my favorite. I will say, fall is a socket.
He lives in Texas, so
socket-
keep that
a
in
solid
mind.
second
Yeah,
place though.
This is how it goes for me. Summer. So yeah, I like fall, but not all fall. But I'll go fall, spring,
You
winter.
prefer summer?
Yeah.
Summer's your favorite.
I prefer summer over fucking.
You can take
Here's the thing.
you can take your clothes off at any time of the year, right? Like, it
let
doesn't have to be
me
summer.
reiterate. Let me rephrase this. My depression likes summer, fall, spring, winter in that order.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, I get that.
I
now.
have depression, and
depression
then I have
loves
seasonal
winter.
depression that hates it even more.
My seasonal depression is summer, so
The counselor says, "Here is a kill, make, love to, or marry challenge: Darth Vader, Thanos, Joe Rogan."
Wait,
Um,
Darth Vader, Thanos,
And Joe Rogan.
and what is it? Kill.
Kill, make, love to, marry.
Okay.
I marry Darth Vader. I make love to Thanos, and I kill Joe Rogan.
I marry Thanos. I make love to Vader, and I kill Joe Rogan.
dude, that's hard.
You guys
Look,
Okay,
see
so
dude,
here's my
Thanos,
line of
Thanos might have had some twisted, but he really had everyone's best interest at heart. I think he'd make a great.
Okay, dude. Here's my take. Okay,
Thanos would be gentle.
Thanos
Yeah.
definitely has to die.
why?
Because unless I'm T'Challa, okay, like that dude's murdering half the universe, so I got to get that out of the way real quick.
Bro,
Okay.
you saw him after he snapped, bro. He was. He's
gotta go.
House material.
He's gotta go.
Man.
Second,
He was.
I'd probably fuck Darth
Domesticated.
Vader Okay, because at least Darth Vader
Force choke my dick.
really, at least no. I'd marry Darth Vader because here's a good in him. So he'd eventually, I can fix him.
You are a
Yeah.
fixer-upper. Yeah.
You could fix him.
I can fix this.
And then I would fuck Joe Rogan just because he's just stupid. He's harmless and stupid, you know?
Yeah.
He's a dumb idiot. He's just fucking dumb. So it's okay, you know?
He's dragging.
At least he's not going to commit genocide on half of the universe, you know?
Duh.
Could be worse.
I can fix him.
You know, I can fix that.
Fix him.
Um,
He's got a good heart, just some warped, kind of like Killmonger, you know? Like, there's something there. Let's not go to kill everyone. Let's dial it back. Let's get a dialogue going.
Yeah,
you know, like, let's maybe meet.
Let's get a dialogue going.
Yeah.
Dark Arc Gamer says, "Hey guys, I'm happy to see the Dream Team back. My queue is: are you guys going to do some Iron Banner bets or just more Destiny?" Yeah, I think we're gonna find time to do Iron Banner. We need to.
Yeah.
We'll find time for it.
Problem is, I'll have to stop playing New World.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we'll just have to find an hour to not play New World. We'll probably, like, after 12 hours playing New World, go like,
Blue.
Please stop.
Please help me.
Don't make me do this.
Just as soon as I start getting back into Destiny 2, they're like, "No, it's New World. I'm out. I'm sucked in."
Sloths.
That trap.
Do you guys have a go-to smoothie?
Oh,
Not really,
Okay.
but I prefer strawberry smoothie.
I have a Smoothie King down here, and I do the my favorite one is like this it's I forgot what it's called.
I want to order a
The Smoothie King
now.
has it's like a blueberry,
Yeah.
I do love smoothies though.
some dumb like blueberry, like some berry
Oh,
medley.
They have an Inta juice. I don't know if it's still called that, but I like the watermelon wave. That's what it was called.
Damn, I want a smoothie now.
It's
Y'all
like
fucked up.
Tropical Cafe or something, and they have Tropical Blast or something. It's like peach, mango, banana, yogurt, something like that.
Delicious.
Delish, but a fruit smoothie, I guess, would be the answer.
Fruit smoothie just fucks hard.
Ezra asks, so I've lived with my girlfriend for a couple months and just recently got an apartment together around July. Lots of our friends and family keep asking us, what? Oh, I thought you said something. I thought you said Rob. Lots of friends and family keep asking us when we're going to get married, and we kind of have a clue, but we're not 100% sure. My question is, what kind of difference is there from just living together and being actually married in y'all's experience? Since Fruit is married and Rob lives with his GF.
You get some nice government benefits.
That is true. That's one of the things. Claire was always like, if you get like in a terrible accident, I can't visit you in the hospital. And I'm like, that's a good point. The biggest difference is you've both officially said you're committed, but that's really about it.
Yeah, I feel like there's not really a big change other than what Blue just said. A lot of documents and a lot of changes.
Some nice government
Here,
benefits.
Hold on, I'll ask Claire. What would you say is the biggest difference between
when you guys live together
with his girlfriend? They're asking when they're going to get married, but he wants to know if there's any big difference between living with somebody and being married to them.
Do you get a plus 10 to spend in the sex stat? Does that improve?
Yeah, well, that's what there's here.
I'm saying it's like an advice.
it doesn't have to be advice, just if there's any changes.
I mean, living with someone and being married. I mean, obviously living in a relationship.
Yes.
Speaking to the mic, Claire.
They're in a relationship, right?
Yes, Claire. They just want to know if there's a difference between living with your girlfriend and living with your wife.
I mean, the biggest reason that I feel like I wanted to get married to you was for the legal reasons. And
yeah, that too.
I feel like as much as I hate it, I feel like living together versus being married, like, it gives you more validity, I guess, in our society, which sucks.
That's true.
Like, I don't know, saying that my husband is doing something versus and I need to be there with them versus like
That's a power move.
there with them.
I
It's
agree with
just,
that.
Like people take it more seriously, which like,
That
I
makes
think
sense.
is unfortunate, but that's a big difference that I've seen and experienced. And then yeah, legal reasons, which is like being able to see you in the hospital or my power of attorney, whatever, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Something goes.
All right. Well, thank you, Claire.
Like otherwise, for us, it doesn't mean it. Don't you agree? Like,
No,
would you
no.
say
Yeah, I think it's a total difference. I love you, man.
people take relationships? I feel like it just says that. Like, I don't think it means that you're more committed, but I think in our society, people take it as you're more committed.
Agreed. Big banks, big pharma.
Let him
What did they
know.
say?
Let him know.
Yeah. Which, like, I don't think that it means anything. I don't think you or your girlfriend should mean
Covering
that
your bases, Claire.
take it
Smart.
that it means anything more.
Don't want to make anybody mad.
What do you say?
I said you're covering your bases. All right, thank you, Claire. That was.
What'd you say, Rob?
Thank you, Claire, for joining us.
Thank you.
Blemish
Special
asks
guest.
regarding the content merch design. Any plans on collaborating with other artists in the future? Would you ever consider having a contest for future design? Well, no, because that is like
What?
totally like not what The idea is like the creator works in tandem with the design. It's not like a designer just is like, hey, this is the box logo, and the creator goes like, oh yeah, I'll use that one. Christian had like every say into the design. We had like 8 different designs we went through. So it's more so that the creator gets to put their input into the design rather than an artist makes a design and the creator goes, oh yeah, that looks cool. I want it to be more so that the creator feels like they had input on the designs, the colors, all that kind of stuff. So it definitely will not be like a artist kind of thing or like a contest, because the contest would be, to make the box logo for this person, but then it just wouldn't work. Reacher, funniest movie you've ever watched? Jesus Christ. The one I always call back to is Airplane. I love Airplane. I think that movie is so fucking funny.
The other guys.
It's a great movie.
Like that's my default too.
I don't think I've ever like full on LOL'd at a movie, to be honest.
The Hangover? Did you like The Hangover? That's another one I always kind of go to. I like The Hangover a lot.
I don't think I was like, haha,
I don't really like those.
so funny.
Yeah.
The first
I
one's
got-
great.
I also kind of got to him later, and I think it was just too hyped, and I was like, eh.
Yeah, and then people go like, "This is the fucking funniest thing
Yeah, and I was
ever."
like-
Yeah.
It was a movie. Yeah.
Cheese Nips asks, question that keeps me up at night. If you were an AMNESIAC, amnesiac? It's parentheses, someone who has lost all of their memories. What would you do if you regained your memories? 1, go back to the way you were before. 2, continue living as the person you've become. Or 3, would you even want to seek out your past? More context, in your new life, you've developed a different personality, lifestyle completely devoid of your past life. I would go back and try and do this because this is exactly what I want to do and what I've wanted to do forever. So I want to be this.
I'd probably just continue whatever new life I'd adopted. Because at that point, I'm no longer who I was. And if I go back to people, they'll have an idea of who I am, and it just won't be the same. I think it would just be easiest and more genuine. That version of me, so to speak, died.
Yeah, I would definitely just keep doing my new life. Because quite honestly, if I were to go to my old life, like the new me would be like, oh God,
Oh,
why did I speak this?
Yeah, wait. Yeah,
I
maybe
was
like,
awful.
yeah, maybe. Well, you don't even know. Like maybe whatever you go
sucked.
back to is like gonna be like, "Eee."
We have a question from Strachan. Basically, just what's your favorite food? We've had this one plenty of times. Mr. Fruit just says pizza, I think.
Yep.
Blue says chilaquiles. And
Fucking
then
love chilaquiles.
and then I say a mayonnaise sandwich. No. I don't know. Probably like chili dogs or chili. I love chili dogs. Call me Sonic. Mark Risset, if you could go back to any point in your life and retain all your current memories and knowledge, but no one else did, how far would you go back and why? Side note, you have to continue to relive everything at that past the point you choose. You don't get to simply relive the moment and then jump back to the present. Okay, whenever Bitcoin was $5. And then I'll ask my dad, hey dad, I want $100. And then
I'll pay you back.
Yeah.
And double.
Yeah. So whenever I have a go to the past question to relive my moment, it's how can I become very rich very
as
fast?
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's not really a moment in life where I was like, oh, I want to undo that. Because also, I don't know how that would then change the entire course of my life.
Yeah.
I would want to undo everything, so I would probably like go back to when I was a baby, quite honestly.
Like one thing I was thinking about is like I was really wondering what my life would be if I didn't quit soccer. But if I didn't quit soccer and not go to Colorado State, we wouldn't be having this podcast, you know? Like there's a good chance that the dream team or recording, like maybe the dream team does happen, but it's not with me or Blue or who knows. So I try not to think that way. So it's more so how can I just get rich?
Amen.
Goso Hada asks, what do you guys think is the most hype you have ever been by playing a video game? The ones that I can most remember are when Bless hit 2 9s in Smash and you guys and your guys' first competitive Overwatch video a long time ago from season 1. God, it actually might be 2 9s. Like
that was hype.
That was nuts. Like in terms of hype, pure hype, it'd probably be that. That came in a good place in my life too. That came at a perfect time in my life. I was super sad and depressed, and those 2 9s really brought me out of it.
It was a game changer.
For like 30 seconds.
Thanks. Bless and Dado. Thank you, Bless, for taking it and Dado for delivering.
You go first.
I don't know. Do you have something? What do you have?
No, I was just thinking. I was like, Fruit Summit was so hype.
It was.
But like the most excited I was at Fruit Summit was like going to sleep with clean hair. That was so nice. I slept so good in Colorado. It wasn't good for everyone else because I legit slept till like noon.
Yeah, like pretty much every day.
I slept so good. I was like, this is great.
The basement down there is freezing too. Like
it was fucking freezing. Yeah. I have dreams about that freezing ass basement. It was perfect. That was great. When I go to Fruit Summit, I'm gonna get amazing sleep. It's gonna be great. Most hype gaming moment was probably, I think it was actually when Fruit did his very first Twitch stream, and we decided we were gonna do trials.
Yeah.
That's true.
And Fruit was in his head. He was like, "My first stream, and we're not gonna go flawless." But then like me and Rob were just like positive. I'm never positive, so I was like, "Shut the fuck up, Mr. Fruit. We're doing this. We're doing this for your Twitch stream right here, right now." And we ended up doing it, and I was just hype. I was on a different level that day.
Yeah, you were like the third most viewed Twitch channel that day too.
I used to be somebody.
That was nuts.
That was wild. That was a good day. Yeah, that has to be up there. Yeah, I think probably one of those two. I'm trying to think. Yeah, no, I'll sit here for a while if I don't. I'm just gonna say those two because those were undoubtedly hype.
Classy says any underrated content creators out there that you'd recommend. Any of these guys on this poster?
I guess I hate to do this, but about time, Joey. Nobody share this with him. Don't. Well. I hope he doesn't really watch or listen to my content anymore, so we're good. He won't.
Because he's a part of it.
He'll realize I care.
Fucking loser.
There we
Yeah,
go.
I'd probably say Joey too.
Joey's really, really tight.
Joey's a good kid.
You know what? I did have a
Coming to Jesus moment.
very wholesome moment.
Oh.
So there's this YouTuber. I don't think he does Destiny a lot anymore, but it was Cloud.
You can call me out, dude.
Cloudoa or something. And I remember following him on Twitter because I was like, "Yo, this guy has actually pretty good Warlock, build guides." And I was like, "Yeah, I didn't know I could do that." So I remember being like, he noticed and he was like, "Holy shit, you followed me!" And I was like, "Yeah, you have really good content." He was like, "Oh my god, this is the best day ever!" And I was like, "Feels good, man." And I was like, "Yeah, you make great content. You should keep doing it." So that just reminded me of that.
No.
My answer is About Time Joey. If Cloud did still make Destiny videos, I would have said Cloud.
Impasta of Haiku asks, to the Dream Team, your thoughts on the new Venom 2 movie and what you liked and didn't like. I haven't seen it.
Okay, Venom?
Doesn't it come out like today?
Yeah. Oh, has it? Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, are you talking about like just the trailer? Or...
No. I think I mean, it says like thoughts on the new Venom 2 movie and what you liked and didn't like. So I think they're under the impression as if we saw.
We haven't
That
seen
just came out today. Yeah.
Yeah, I would like to see it.
I've been watching my monitor.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, so apologies.
Oko says, since you're all in clutches of an MMO, this seems like the appropriate question. What are tips for fixing your sleep schedule long term? I always fix it for about a week, but end up falling back into bad habits. PS to all the listeners, if you like MMOs but New World isn't for you, then you should try this critically acclaimed MMO RPG Final Fantasy XIV, where the free trial lasts until Heaven's Sword.
What?
You want to know what my sleeping, like if I was like, okay, like I have to get up at 6 a.m. tomorrow and I woke up today at 6 p.m. kind of shit, I would eat, okay, so I'm in a legal state, let me say that, let me preface that. I would eat a fuck ton of edibles and pass out and then set an alarm for 6 o'clock and potentially wake up a little bit more stoned.
I will say weed is fantastic for keeping a schedule. Because you just give a little toke, little nighttime, little blaze, you're gonna be tired no matter what.
I think also having a cat helped me. Go ahead, Blue. Sorry.
From the professional terrible sleep schedule, the one thing that has always fixed my sleep schedules or kept me in line was having a schedule or having important things to do. So like, if I have nothing to do that's like immediately important, I'm just straight up like, my schedule is going to slowly rotate back and forth between being bad and good. But like, say like something important is happening, right? Like, okay, I have this package coming today, or okay, this is coming. Like,
or we have the Soul Link.
New game is happening, or we have the Soul Link, or like, my friends are coming from PAX South. My schedule, when I have things to do, is always perfect. So my best, and when I was in college, I had a great sleep schedule. When I had a job, I had a great sleep schedule.
But when you're on these DJ and MMO hours, I understand now.
This dude just hit level 33 in the middle of the podcast.
That's random. I don't know how that happened.
I literally typed, are you fucking playing this while you're recording the podcast?
GZ, dude.
I'm over here AFK'd.
GZ.
My best advice is to do things that or keep yourself busy with things that are important, and you'll have a good sleep schedule. Otherwise, you're probably gonna spiral if you don't have anything to do.
I have not tried weed, so I cannot determine whether or not that works. But for me, yeah, just always a sleep schedule until this week. Like, for me, when I work out in a day and then I wake up the same time every morning,
yeah,
it all falls into place because then my body's usually tired around the same time every night. As long as
that's where I'm at.
Yeah, just wake up. Just choose a time to consistently wake up. It'll be rough at first, but once you do that, and then as long as you let yourself go to sleep when you're tired and you don't stay up, you'll like get on in the normal cycle.
And
At
I
least
think
that's how
like
it works for me.
Max has helped me a lot too because he wakes me up at 5 in the morning every day.
That too. I'm
Boomy
always up
used to
before
keep me
Claire,
on-
so
Boomy used to keep me on an amazing schedule, and this fucking dog legit just started
No,
sleeping
just-
like 16 hours a
Yeah.
day. So I'm just like, what? What are we doing, Boomy? You're supposed to keep me responsible.
he got lazy, man.
He got lazy.
Treyborn, if you guys were stuck in a Squid Game scenario, what is a children's game that you feel like you would absolutely dominate at? And what's a game that you think, like, well, I guess it's the end of the line for me? I think I'd own it like Sharks and Minnows. If you guys don't remember what Sharks and Minnows is, there's like 2 sharks, and then there'd be like, let's say in a Squid Game scenario, there'd be 2 sharks and like 400 people. Basically, just don't let the 2 sharks tag you. And then if the shark tags you, you become a shark. But I guess in this scenario, you would just die. So I guess I'd own it that because nobody's catching my ass. I just got to move faster than the 400 people next to me. And a game I would lose at. A children's game that I was bad at. I'm trying to even think, like Jacks, I guess. I never really played Jacks.
Yeah,
so
there's a lot of children's games I haven't played, so any of those.
Yeah, like Jacks, where you like you bounce a thing and you try and pick up all the things as fast as you can. Probably that.
Trying to think of what else. I don't know. Back in my day on recess, I could play some Capture the Flag. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, maybe some
Yeah.
Foursquare.
Oh yeah, Foursquare. Or jump rope. Double
Tetherball?
Dutch. I was pretty good double Dutch.
You could double Dutch. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
it's
Wait,
back in-
are you saying you could double like this,
No.
or you could be in there
I
going?
was the one jump. Yeah, I was the one jumping.
Damn,
But I mean, that was the last time I did that. Like
I see you. Corbin
4th
Blue.
grade.
When Jump Rope for Heart came.
Actually, well, no, it was mainly Florida. I did double Dutch because we didn't really do that on recess.
No, I was gonna say I never saw us elementary school people double Dutch.
Oh, you know what I lose at? Tetherball. That's one that I have done, and I know I suck at.
It was a pretty tough game.
Just never made sense.
Any
to me.
ideas, Blue?
Yu-Gi-Oh, dude, children's card game. I'd be ripping that shit. Death games, I'd be nuts.
One you would absolutely suck at.
Oh wait, suck at?
Well, suck at and good at.
I was dog shit at Red Rover. I would hurt people.
Oh, you gotta like break the chain and shit.
No, I would break. I would go too hard in Red Rover, so I wasn't a good sport. So I'm actually really bad at Red Rover.
Yeah. There was a youth group I did way back when I was in like 6th grade. And we had to stop because someone broke their arm. Because they just tried
They were like locked in.
yeah, and
like,
then some dude just barrels through. It's not the
Ricardio
safest game.
the Heart asks if you guys got thrown into a ring to fight a cereal mascot, who would you want to fight and why?
Cereal mascot?
Give me the new Cookie Crisp guy.
Oh,
The
that
new-
dude's a
the-
bitch.
I haven't
The
seen it.
new wolf of Cookie Crisp is not as cool as the dog when I was a kid. So I'd kick the new wolf's ass and to bring the old dog back.
Oh, also, I would beat the shit out of the Lucky Charms guy. That dude's going down. That's the easiest dub of my
Catch his
life.
ass.
Actually, yeah, you're not wrong.
Just kick this dude. He's done.
I was
They're
thinking like the
magically
toucan, but I feel like he would just fly around and poke my
Whoa,
eyes out.
Toucan Sam
Yeah,
didn't do
he's
anything
got-
to anybody.
He's got a physical advantage on you. He could
Yeah.
he could evade.
That's,
Whereas Lucky
that's a
Charms,
big
dude-
bonus.
Lucky Charms, dude, just kick that dude.
Like, I don't know. I feel like Tony the Tiger's got a pretty mean side.
That dude would murder
Yeah,
you.
that dude,
Yeah.
that's a big motherfucker.
I don't know if
He
I'm
would
messing
kick,
with
he
him.
would kill you.
I was thinking Chester Cheeto, but he's definitely not on cereal. But I would.
I
Take
would like
Chester.
to punch his, but I
Yeah,
would
I'll
like to
take
punch
Chester,
his
though.
glasses. It ain't easy being cheesy.
Is that what that's from?
It ain't easy being crazy.
Yeah.
No,
No.
that's from
I just remember Family Guy, and it's Cheeto the cheetah, and he like snorts some Cheetos, and then he punches a glass, and then he goes, "It ain't easy being cheesy."
I think I guess it was.
Well, then I
It's
must
like
have
a
just
whole-
heard someone say that because I haven't watched Family Guy. Yeah, I don't know.
What happened to the Cheetos adverts? Like that was god tier adverts, and then like in the age of the internet, like they just kind of stopped a little bit.
Yeah, they don't, because people just buy Cheetos. I think it's almost
Yeah, they don't really do the advertising.
you don't see
I
any
guess.
Bentley commercials.
You guys like named all the ones I know, which is like those like 2 or 3.
You knew
So-
Cookie Crisp? What about Count
Well,
Chocula? Frankenberry.
I don't remember him. I remembered the Cookie Crisp once you mentioned it was like.
Or the honeycomb guy. That guy was weird.
Wait, which one was that one?
He was like I don't know how to explain him. He was like a circle and had a face, and then like he had like it was almost a lion's mane around him, and he just wore and he had like little 2 legs and little arms, and he just looks like a
Sounds
hairball.
horrifying. Yeah,
Oh, it is. Yeah, did you pull it up?
let me pull it
Look up. Oh yeah, look up honeycomb old mascot. It's like a weird, like dog, but it's like a ball, and it's like, yeah, it's like.
I'll take that. No, actually, no. I wouldn't want to fight that. That thing is horror.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what he is or what it is, but
an abomination. Science has come too far. What?
I don't know if Honeycomb still has him as the mascot. I just remember as a kid, like it was like a fever dream.
You wake up in sweats during the night, like, oh god.
What about Captain
It is
Crunch?
real.
You kick Captain Crunch's ass? Kick that old man's ass?
I'll go after Captain Crunch.
Yeah.
You don't stand.
That's
a
the
chance.
roof of your mouth.
Pretty easy.
He doesn't stand a chance, man.
Lil Risque asks, having the Dream Team back has been really refreshing. Any chance of a drip or drop video, Fruit? Or maybe BlueWestlo trials where Blue gets booted from math class? We'll see.
He'll never do that.
Yeah, you have a better chance of drip or drop.
Yeah, so he's not. He
Chaz
doesn't want us.
Chaz with the last question says, what's your favorite weapon in New World? Any fun synergies you have encountered? She says, I have not been able to watch stream Sag.
Right now I'm liking the Warhammer and the Great Axe. I like Sword and Shield, but only for PvE.
I like the healing staff, and then I have a sword and shield just to kind of have some sort of strength kind of thing. If anything does to kind of attack me, it's just kind of something to fall back on. But I normally only put my mastery all into my healing right now.
Your focus.
Oh yeah.
I'm all
Oh,
Constitution.
no, my mastery.
Oh, okay.
I was talking about like my weapon mastery.
Oh, right.
And that'll do it for episode 103, not 106
Not
in Park.
106. It's coming.
It is coming, 106 in Park.
Not yet, but it's coming.
Okay, we need to record. I still need to record ads, so we need to wrap this up.
Oh.
Blue, where can people find you on the internet?
You guys can find me everywhere at BlueWestlo.
You guys can find me everywhere at Rob.
Thanks. Love you
No,
guys.
buy your fucking hoodies, please.
Yeah. Find me at
Content merch.
Content Merch on Twitter. They'll have a link. Yep.
Thank you.
Bye.